And we're back with another episode of Matt and John. I'm John.
And I'm Matthew.
And this week, we're going to be talking about which holiday is better.
And we're also going to be talking about the album by Halsey called Badlands.
And we're also going to be talking about The Dark Knight.
Yes. So, how was your week this week, John? Or these last 2 weeks, John?
They were great up until the now.
Wow.
Okay. They were uneventful. Boring.
We had an exam.
That was uneventful and boring.
He didn't announce himself leaving, which
I think I'm gonna be in trouble.
So our teacher is he's
not technologically literate.
Yeah, and he basically was interrupted. So we had to be in a Zoom call during this exam so he could watch us to make sure we're not cheating. And what I didn't get is, he told us no talking in the chat because it'll be distracting and he doesn't want us to cheat. But then you have kids asking questions every couple minutes out loud so you can hear their question and hear him talk, and him constantly checking in on students, which that would get really annoying. And
how you doing?
There's one kid who kept on asking the same question over and over again. It's like, did you even study? Anyways.
Was it Jason or?
No, Sargis.
Should we be name dropping people? I mean, we're not that famous anyway, so
they're not gonna. If they find this, they don't know. They don't know. Maybe we're making this all up. It's all allegedly. Who knows? I don't know.
Fake names.
But basically, so we did that, and we had to do a Chicago review, which I was thinking about that. So we had a little issue, not an issue, but basically HBO Max took off The Dark Knight Rises, so I had to rent it to watch it.
The Dark Knight.
Not The Dark. Oh my God, that's a whole different thing. Sorry, but basically, they took it off, and so I was like, how am I going to watch this? So part of me was like, should we just review Chicago since we both had to write a paper on it? And I was like, that'd probably be a good second choice just in case. If something, I don't know.
You never suggested that.
I did not suggest that because you said just rented it. I was like, oh yeah, I can just rent it for like $4. So, yeah. And then the other thing was, I was literally, for a good second, I was like, I don't remember what he said. If he said The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises. So then I had to go back and listen to the podcast to remember what he said.
You went through all that when you could have just asked me?
I was so scared I was going to watch the wrong one. You're going to be like, you watched the wrong one. So
I don't get upset when you make mistakes, like when I make mistakes and you get upset at me.
But I was also, because I'm not, what's it called? I should have that on a shirt. What's it called? That I literally say that all the time. But
dyslexia. I
didn't know which one was the first one, and apparently The Dark Knight Rises is the second one.
No, it's the third one.
It's the third one?
Yeah.
There's another. Okay. Oh well. But I heard Rises. I said, well, that sounds like a first movie type thing. And then I looked at the dates, when it came out. I was like, oh, I don't think it's the first one. So, anyways,
the first one is Batman Begins. The hint that it's the first one is in the Begins.
But they're like 6 years apart or something, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so that was like, maybe it's a different trilogy, because you know how superhero movies are now. They'll have a new trilogy out every 3 years or something.
Yeah.
But anyways. But yeah, what else happened this week that interpersonal? Just schoolwork. And
yeah, are we allowed to cuss on here?
Sure.
PS5 pre-orders have been an absolute bitch. I'm not gonna lie. It's been irritating.
Did you, so I texted you Saturday? Was that when I asked?
No, Friday.
Friday. You were trying to figure out what...
Yeah.
How to get one, because you didn't want to go wait in that line at GameStop.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't either.
What?
They only had a total of 7 consoles available for pre-order.
Oh.
7.
Why are they making it so hard to get a PS5?
Because the world hates me.
Because if you think an Apple device or any other device, they have they haven't even made it yet, they still tell you, hey, it's gonna come to you at some point. So why can't Sony be like that?
Because Sony just is Sony.
And why would they not have a universal launch day off their website or whatever? Are they scared that bots are gonna buy it up or something?
Probably.
I don't know. I just think it's so and I heard you were struggling just to find out when to get one, and I was like, what the heck? Do they want this thing not to do well? You would think they would have it all laid out.
I mean, it's been selling out, so it's been doing incredibly well. It's just been a pain in the butt to get.
Why are they? maybe it's just a game console thing that I don't know about. Maybe it's just that side of it. I mean, it was a pain to get that Switch, but like that was just because it was quarantine and everyone's like, I need something to do. It wasn't like
I think that's kind of still what this is like.
Yeah, I've heard people are still struggling to get them. Like it's you have to constantly be checking websites and oh well. But yes, that's what we've been up to. Very, I bet to the average person they're gonna like, wow, their life is so sad. Like
So hard. First world problems.
So, what do you want to do first? The movie, or you want to talk about the music first? What are we gonna do?
Oh, I thought that was. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
I don't remember which order we do it in. I think we do
the music first.
Okay, well, let's do the music first. It's getting too hard to start ranking these albums, so I haven't made a list, but like it's getting too hard to start ranking these albums. I think that's what majority of our time is spent on.
And you going on
tangents and stuff like that. So yeah, if you didn't know, me and John are trying to cut down on how long these podcasts are.
We're sorry we're making them 2 hours.
Yeah, there's been 2 of them. There's been 2 hours now. We're like, you probably should keep these under close to an hour and a half to an hour.
Please keep listening.
Please keep listening because
we want to be famous.
But anyways, so John last time had said, oh my god, John last time said he's never heard a Halsey album. So I was like, here, I got one for you. So listen to Badlands, her debut album. And you want me to go first? You want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. Well, let me just give it like a quick. Hopefully I can make this really quick. How I got into Halsey was freshman year in my business computers class. We were allowed to listen to music for the first couple of weeks, and I was on Pandora, and her song New Americana came on my radio station, and I was like, oh, this is good. And then I went home later and looked up the rest of her album, and I liked her album, and that's how I got into her. Before Closer was a thing. Remember when that was a big song? Yeah. So this is like her before that. So I don't want to say I knew her before she was famous, but you
knew her before she was famous.
She was also she was popping off on the Tumblr. Like all the Tumblr girls wanted to be her because she had blue hair. She's bisexual. They were like, oh my god, this is our new favorite.
It's Tumblr incarnate.
Yeah. So, and she got a lot of hate the first couple of years. But anyways, that's how I found out about her and found out about this album. And like, I enjoy the album. I think it's a really good album. And it's like to me it sounds kind of different than your average. I don't even know how to explain it, but like, because if you, after listening to that and hearing what other stuff she's released, you're like, that's the same. To me, it seems like that's the same person. Like if you told me back into 2014 when this album came out that she's gonna be releasing songs like this, like what she's released these last couple of years, I would be like, no, she would never. So like. But yeah, I like the album. I would give it probably a 8 out of 10, 7 maybe. If you asked me when I was younger, I would have given it a higher ranking. But like honestly, for the longest time, I forgot about the album. So that kind of speaks volumes. But I still enjoyed the album. What about you, John?
It was good. I liked it.
Out of everything we've listened to, I'm feeling it's gonna be like either middle to bottom. It's for out of everything.
Like, where do you think I have? Okay, so we've done
8 albums.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 albums.
I have a
where
feeling
do you think it ranks?
I think you would put it at like 6 or 7.
Ooh, wrong. I got it at number 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised by
Teenage
that.
Dream. I liked it that much. I like Castle, Gasoline, Hold Me Down, Young God. She's got some pretty banging songs on here.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
There's a lot of and it's just like, to me, there's so many lyrics in there. You're just like, does she really just say that? Like, what is the one about we were listening to it, because we have this weird habit of, I will say, like, we're going to listen to this album, and then we forget to listen to the deluxe version, so then we have to listen to the deluxe version. But anyways, we were listening, what is it?
I think it was Hurricane, wasn't it?
No, and Hold Me Down, it's when she's like, what's it called? How we fucked on the bathroom sink. That line, when I heard for the first time, I was like, hello. Okay.
I just chuckled at that line.
But yeah, I like the whole album is good. I think the only one there's only a few skips on the album for me, but for the most part, it's a very good debut And I don't get, there's some hate around it being like, it's her trying to be edgy. And I was just like, I think you're just reading too far into it. But anyways, but yeah, I love Young God. It's just, yeah. I love New Americano. That's, I think, just because that's the song that got me into the whole thing. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And what's it called? Castle was the promotional song for the Snow White and the Huntsman. You know, remember those movies?
Yeah.
The sequel. That was, the Castle was like the song that was used for promotion for that.
I never watched the movie. But
I never watched it. I wasn't interested in those. But anyways.
I know Charlize Theron did a real good job as the evil queen.
Anyways, so if you haven't listened to it, I recommend it. You recommend it, John?
Yes.
All right. So, The Dark Knight. I have some opinions about this movie.
I feel like it is the Empire Strikes Back of Batman. I really enjoy it. You didn't like it, did you?
It was okay. So I don't know if I've talked about my like weird relationship with Batman before on this podcast, but like I don't see the hype around Miss Batman. You know, he just like.
Did you just say Miss Batman?
Yes, I'm putting Miss in front of. Yeah. I just don't like. To me, out of all the DC heroes, he's not the one that everyone like. I swear, him and Superman are the two everyone's like, they're the best superheroes, the ones that everyone is like obsessed over. And I said, why? I really don't know. Like, I just don't see the hype around him. I just don't. And I was watching this movie, I was like, well, maybe this will change my mind on Batman. Because I've seen what Justice League, and like everyone just looked up to him like, oh, he's Batman. And I was just like, the voice, his Batman voice, his brooding voice is annoying.
Yeah.
Why?
That's, I think, probably the only downside to his Batman. I remember a lot of people deriding his Batman voice when The Dark Knight came out.
No, just Batman in general. Why do you have this dark, brooding voice? I don't like it.
To disguise it, maybe.
But like, you already got a mask on. Not every other superhero who's like has what's it called? Who's it called? Secret identity. Even when they don't put on this different voice.
Maybe you think it helps. Maybe he thinks it makes it sound menacing.
All I know is that he just annoys me, and like that. I don't know. That's just annoying to me.
You don't like this voice.
No.
Okay, what'd you think of Joker?
I like Joker in this movie. I do think, I don't know, I'm just so used to, like, I've seen, like, a bunch of DC, like, cartoons, and, like, the Jokers in there are always over the top and really maniacal laugh, and, like, I don't think I've ever seen a live-action Joker that has anything like that, but I do think...
Jack Nicholson's Joker.
I do think that he's, like, he was really cool. I think I like that Joker better than the one in Suicide Squad.
Anything is better than the Joker in Suicide Squad.
I don't know. What about Joker? The other Joker.
I really liked it. I mean, I have my issues with it. If anything, Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger are kind of the same, where while Heath Ledger's Joker isn't exactly mentally ill, they're kind of like anarchists almost. Mm-hmm. But I think the reason why Heath Ledger's Joker works is because it's with Batman.
I just think, like, you know what movie I kind of want with Batman I want to watch, though, like, early 2000s, the one with Poison Ivy. Which one is that one?
Oh, that was...
That one just looks interesting. It just looks funny. Like, it's so... Like, I've seen weird shots of it.
You mean the one with George Clooney?
I don't know, just... all I know is that there's one scene where, like, they, like, zoom in on him putting on his pants or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it has a weird noise. Like,
yeah.
people just make fun of it, but, like...
I forgot what it was called, but yeah, George Clooney. Yeah, the bat nipples.
I just heard that one is, like, it's so bad it's good. And I was like, that's the one I want to watch. But, like...
It's got Arnold Schwarzenegger in it as Mr. Freeze. I like it. It's a good movie. A lot of people hate it, but I thought it was good.
But yeah, so The Dark Knight Rises, you know what I've noticed? So you know, like in action movies, when there's like a big action scene, there's always, this is in Marvel movies. I think other movies have this too, but they have like a score behind it. Like there's some music happening behind the action. Yeah. I noticed the first half, not even the first half, the first like 75% of the movie, when there's an action scene, there's no music behind it. And I was like, where's the music? I was like, there needs to be something else here. And then, like, I think the ending is nice. Like, the ending with him, like, I like the ending of the movie. That was, like, I think a highlight of the movie was just how
Like with him running away on the Bat Pod and Gary Oldman giving like a monologue of who Batman is or whatever.
No, like the final climax, you know, he's like having to save the kid.
Oh yeah,
that whole thing. I thought that was cool because typically you have a really over the top ending to a superhero movie, and that kind of felt like it wasn't as over the top.
Yeah,
it was more real world type stuff. But like, or like the scene he's in the building and he's going through the building and he's like taking out like.
The different goons and whatnot.
Yeah, that was what I was like. This is what I was waiting for. But like, there's other stuff in there. I was just what I didn't like his suit either.
You didn't like it?
I felt like it needed some type of like. It just to me it came across as like this might be rude, but like Halloween costumey. Like, I swear, like I just for him having all these gadgets, I wanted something more high tech. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Batman's, maybe the newer one, like from the trailer, where it looks high tech and you're like, oh, that looks kind of like, like there's nothing been like, because he looks so bulky where I'm like, he cannot be doing all this stuff and that heavy of a thing. That's why I'm still waiting for him to be like in some type of like
almost like an
Iron Man type suit. Because literally in my head, Batman is like the Iron Man of the DC world. Yeah, so like, I don't know, if you ever asked me which would I rather watch, Iron Man or Batman, I'm gonna pick Iron Man. Because like his character's more entertaining. I think that's another thing too, is DC doesn't know how to write jokes at all. And like, they don't rely on the humor, but like that's what I think kind of, besides Shazam. That was the only movie I think there was ever humor in a DC movie. Maybe Justice League, but I haven't seen that in forever, so I don't know.
We want to forget about that movie.
I'm going to watch the Snyder Cut when it comes out just to see if it makes it any better.
I'm curious about it, but I don't know.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, I would watch it again if it was like something in the background, you know, or like with friends or something. But I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it again. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I have to watch this again in a couple years.
Man, didn't like Clone Wars and didn't like The Dark Knight. I'm heartbroken.
DC I don't know. I feel like maybe I need to watch some of the other earlier stuff, but like, also I didn't like Joker's like he's supposed to be like a clowning, but I feel like they should have done something else because it just looked like his face was melting the whole time, and I was like, can we please like?
It was like war paint. Yeah,
but I just wanted like something. I don't know.
Like you wanted more consistency with his makeup.
Just like make his face. Maybe I'm so used to the later stuff where his face, he looks pale and he has like that kind of stuff that would have been, I think, better. But
so what do you rank it? What do you give it?
I'll give it see, that's the thing, I don't think I've ever given a movie anything like, I've never been like, I hate this movie with a passion. Like, so I'll probably give it like a 6.8 to 7 point something. I don't want to give it like specific. I don't want to give it like too high in the 70s, but I also don't want to give it in the 60s. So like
in the middle,
65 to 75.
Okay.
Somewhere. So 70, I guess.
Okay.
There's some cool stuff about it. Also, I didn't like, it's a long ass, but it's a long ass movie. I remember sitting here in my bed and I was like, oh, this movie's wrapping up. Had another hour to it, and I was like,
how long is it?
2.5 hours long.
You can sit through Avengers Endgame, but
but that's entertaining. It has other stuff going on.
You're talking as if this movie wasn't entertaining.
But it has jokes, and you have other superheroes there. This one is like...
I don't think every movie has to have jokes, though, does it?
I mean, if it's an action movie, if you're able to have it come across as a nice action movie, I don't know. It just, if the action isn't good in the movie and the drama in the action isn't like up to par, like on the same level, you can definitely tell. If we throw a joke in there and have some comedy thrown in there, because like overall, the Avengers movies, they have jokes in them, but you wouldn't classify them as like a classic slapstick like action movies, like Ride Along or anything like that.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like they could still throw jokes in there to add an extra element or something. But maybe I'm just so... Even the Spider-Man movies had that. Had some type of likability or something. That's one thing we should do. Oh, I just thought of a great theme that only me and you... I think only people listening to that would just be me and you. But which Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man? I feel like that would be such a good topic.
That would be.
Because I like all three of them. But anyways, we'll save that for that. For a different time. But yeah, what would you rank it out of
10 or?
Yeah, out of 10.
I'd give it about an 8.5 out of 10.
Out of all the DC movies you've seen, where would you put it?
Well, there's a lot of DC movies that I've seen, so I don't know.
But like, clearly it sticks out to you like as a good movie. So would you say it's in your top 5?
Yeah, probably the top of my top 5. I think. I don't know.
Okay, well.
No.
I was gonna go. I literally felt a tangent building up in my head. I was like, I'm gonna go on this tangent,
do it.
And I said it has no relation to what we were talking about, so I stopped it. So, yeah.
Wow, are you feeling okay?
I don't know if I'm feeling okay, but like, I'll talk to you about it after, if I remember.
Oh God, help me.
But so let's move on to social media. I mean, pop culture. Oh my God, I would say I'm tired, but I don't know. I'm emotionally exhausted. But
inside joke.
Yeah, inside joke. But okay, so I'm gonna pass it along. We're going to go back and forth, and Paris Hilton released a documentary on YouTube. What? I just thought that was interesting because she's been.
Nobody cares about Paris Hilton.
I like Paris Hilton.
I don't see the hype around her.
Have you seen this, the influencer, when she was a judge and she literally was just like hyping them up, while the other two judges were just like, "This is crap. You look terrible." Blah blah blah. No. And then they just kept on, instead of sending it like showing a full on what's it called, shot of Paris Hilton, they just zoom in on her dog who's just chilling out, vibing out in the seat. It was so funny. Or like there's just moments where like she's like, "That's hot," and just like it's just so like I don't know. I just feel like Paris Hilton is just like before the Kardashians was a thing. It was Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
But like she has a documentary. I just kind of see like what's going on because like she's a DJ. If you didn't know, she's a full on DJ, and like so I was just like I want to go. I've heard some of her music. It's not the best, but still,
it could be worse.
I just want to see what's going on in her head,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just skipping over that one. It doesn't matter. Demi Lovato asks fans to stop pitting female artists against one another in her Instagram story. The only reason why I put this here is that like it's so weird that this is still a thing. I thought we all agreed that we're not gonna do this anymore in like 2018. It's just too much energy. And, like, it's so weird that the media loves to pit two women against each other. It's really weird. And the only prime example right now I can think of, like, that the media is pitting against each other is, like, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B still. Okay, not the media. So. The fan base is still... Their fan bases are still going at it. And I'm just like...
Stop it.
It's so annoying. It's like... It's just like... They both can coexist. And like it's just what I hate is that they were on good terms and then they let that whole fan base drama seek into their own friendship and now they don't like each other. But that was years ago, so maybe they do like each other. They just don't. They just avoid each other.
They avoid, yeah.
I don't know, but I just saw that and I was like, can we not like
do that?
It just I think it just plays into the whole like stan mentality and how much they think they're entitled to and yeah, that whole mumbo jumbo. Katy Perry sent. Not Katy Perry. Taylor Swift sent Katy Perry an embroidered blanket following the birth of Katy Perry's child.
Hey, so they are still on good terms.
I like that because like that was the prime example because that was everyone was talking about that for a good year or something, and then they came back together and now they're friends and like their fan base for the most part gets along. But yeah, anyways. So the whole TikTok, that whole thing happened in the 2 weeks that between our last podcast and this podcast of Because it kind of went away. The news where Trump threatened to get rid of it by September 15th. September 15th came around and there was no news. And then a couple of days later, it was the whole, it was supposed to be, the Sunday the 20th or something. It was supposed to be
banning it
off the App Store, but you could still have it on your phone and all that. But now, Oracle closes a deal to partner with TikTok. And then apparently... what's it called? A couple days later, Trump was like, "It's as long as they fix the privacy issues, then it's fine." Blah blah blah. I don't know. I feel like that man is too focused on that app. He maybe should be focused on Never mind. Not gonna go into it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Not gonna engage.
Don't do it.
Billboard launched a new chart, a new global chart. So basically, if you don't know. I'm sure everyone knows this, but, each country has their own, what's...
Billboard Hot 100?
Kind of Billboard Hot 100. I mean, Billboard doesn't own all of the official charts or whatever, but each country has their own. But what Billboard's doing is, since they have 30-something of them, they're compiling them all into one chart to see what's the biggest song in the world.
Oh.
And I think it was up to 200, not even 100. It's called the Billboard Global 200. But the one thing that everyone's... Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the space bar.
Technical
difficulty. But basically, the official charts will count radio play and all that in their charts. But this one, it can't measure everyone's radio play from everywhere. So they just excluded it. So this means it's only based off of streams and sales. So some people are mad about this because there's certain songs that get popular on radio and then they gain traction and they're like, this is hard for smaller artists, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I don't know, I don't care that much. And I was just like, it's another chart that all these stands are going to be fighting about. Well, you don't have a number one, so your fave is a flop. So anyways, I don't care that much. But
you used to care about it.
I used to care about it, but yeah. Oh, Facebook... makes a deal with many music labels that will allow live streamers to legally play songs while broadcasting. So, if you didn't know,
that's nice.
You can get copyrighted for playing any really big songs, but I guess Facebook's gonna start. You won't get copyrighted, which I don't know who's really gonna go over to Facebook to watch a live stream though. Someone playing a video game, but who knows? Maybe. Doubt it though. Here you start talking about the whole Cheers thing with Netflix.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this on the Daily Mail Snapchat story or whatever. So Jerry Harris of Netflix's Cheer banned from Varsity Brands due to allegations of inappropriate sexual misconduct. The FBI is now investigating the celebrity cheerleader for soliciting sex and explicit photos from minors. I think he needs to be castrated. I saw some of the text messages and crap that he sent. That man...
That wasn't even what I was thinking I was bookmarking. You know what I thought I was bookmarking? The Netflix movie that came out about the little girls twerking.
Oh, Cuties.
Cuties. I thought, why did my brain get those two mixed up?
Yeah.
But that also happened, which...
I feel like if I watch that, I'm going to be put on some sort of watch list.
I had no desire. I saw the trailer and I was like, what are they doing? And I don't even think you can watch it if someone wanted to. But they banned it, but what's it called? Ariana Grande shared a snippet of upcoming music and literally said BRB and then ghosted her social media pages for 12 days. And everyone was calling her and jokingly being like, do you know what BRB means? And stuff like that. And it was just everyone's scared. So this is a slight tangent, but it makes sense. A couple years ago, between Dangerous Woman and Sweetener, she took a 4.5-month hiatus where she did not talk to the internet, not on the internet, and nothing of the sorts. And the fan base was they were oh my god, every single month there was this rumor that she was coming back, and everyone gets so hyped up, and then it would come true, and everyone was just so discouraged. So when it finally happened, we were just oh my, literally it was you know how like everyone, I don't even know how to explain it. It was crazy the day that she came back. She also came back on 420, which everyone who was like a stoner was like, yeah, like because she released No Tears Left to Cry, that crazy music video, and everyone was like, she knows her audience. All the stoners are probably just like, thank you, and like I don't know. Anyways, but she literally posted a video just like this of her sharing upcoming music, and it was gone for 4 months. So all her fan base is freaking out, like, oh my god, she's gonna be gone the rest of the year. What are we gonna do? But anyways. Oh, what's it called? Do you want to?
Is this about Chris Evans?
Chris Evans, that whole thing.
His Venus pic.
Yes, Chris Evans nude leaked, which that was interesting.
Interesting. It also generated some great memes. Yes. I like when you showed me where it's like Captain America standing on a plane or whatever with the hangar door open. Yeah. And it's like there's a shadow on the ground.
Yeah. But. And then I just like how he like didn't be like, oh my god, my life is ruined, blah blah blah. He literally just said, can you just use that energy to go vote or register to vote?
Yeah, he ran with it.
I think a part of me feels like he did that on purpose because like how do you not know when you're screen recording what's in your camera roll like at that moment? But anyways, oh, what's it called? I have the Apple event. I was gonna talk about it briefly. I just think it's stupid that they didn't even announce the phone. I feel like we all know a phone is coming. Why would they?
Not ready.
Yeah, but I'm still like, just announce it and just be like, it's not going to be ready for another couple months. Like that's what they do with the iPhone 10. They said, hey, we have a new phone, a really cool phone, but it won't be out for another 3 months.
Maybe Tim Apple or Tim Cook.
Tim Apple.
It's just a joke because Donald Trump called Tim Cook Tim Apple accidentally at a press conference. It was kind of funny.
You think Trump is an Apple user or an Android user?
No, he uses an iPhone. If you look at his posts on Twitter, they all say Twitter by iPhone.
Oh.
So,
if I was Apple, I would ban him from using our products, but you know.
Anyway.
No, he's anti-spyware, so he won't go with that Android stuff. Anyway, but...
he wants a phone that works.
But basically, I don't know. I just thought it was stupid that they didn't reveal it then. And it was just like, you really just did it... Because they had full-on trust in that. Apple... I don't know, because everyone goes to those events, they don't go... I mean, yeah, the iPad and the Apple Watch, oh, that's cool and stuff like that, but I feel like that's just, like, extra stuff. Everyone goes there like, oh, the new iPhone. And so not having that and only announcing, 2 new watches and 2 new iPads, it was kind of like...
Well, you got the pandemic, too. It's probably set back, production.
But I do want the Series 6 Apple Watch, so I guess, but I think it is smart that they also announced their... any Apple subscription thing that you have, you can get Apple One, and it'll cover all of them for a certain price. I think that's a good idea. Here you go. I know.
That came out. The Mandalorian. It got a trailer for season 2. Kind of excited.
Yes.
A lot of rumors about who's going to appear and who's not, but yeah. Lil Nas X has a book coming out.
Yeah, Lil Nas X has a children's book coming out in 2021.
C is for country. He's still riding the wave, it looks like, of the...
Yeah, the Old Town Road.
Yeah. Madonna to direct and co-write untitled project for Universal based on the untold true story of her life. She's also co-writing the project with Academy Award winner Diablo Cody, who did Juno and Jennifer's Body. Ha! Jennifer's Body. Nice.
I didn't watch Jennifer's Body, but I watched someone react to Jennifer's Body on YouTube the other day because I always heard everyone talk about it. It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was different from the marketing because the marketing was like obviously aimed at like boys and men because there's they're constantly showing her like unzipping a sweater and she's got nothing on underneath or whatever. But watching it, it's like. It's not overly sexual, and it's such a weird movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But what's it called? I think I just saw that because I was like, they did Bohemian Rhapsody, and they're like, oh, this stuff works. We gotta start all the big
churning out
all the big pop icons. We have to start doing movies about them. But what I saw was interesting is they were like, who would you want to play Madonna in this movie? And a lot of people said Paris Jackson, which I see the similarities. But then a lot of people were like, you need someone who can act and sing. And I saw a lot of people wanted Miley Cyrus to do Madonna. And I looked at that and I said, I could see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she would do it, but that's a big thing to take on.
She kind of looks like her.
Just the blonde hair and stuff like that. But, like, I could see it. But I also don't know if Miley would, like, want to take it on. Because I know she doesn't care for acting anymore. So. Oh, what's it called? Cardi B and
filed for divorce.
Offset divorced after 3 years of marriage. She should have left that man a long time ago, but that's none of my business. But he literally cheated on her, but, like, you know, whatever. I just saw that, and I saw these people making jokes about, like, since she has a song called WAP, people are making jokes saying, was it really, you know, as wet as she claims it to be, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, y'all need to get off this app. Go outside, get some fresh air. What's it called? TikTok star, you know, Charlie D'Amelio, the biggest person on TikTok, joined the Rival app. Their Rivals app or video.
What a traitor.
I think she was just scared that she was like, hey, if TikTok's going down, I need to jump ship and find a new thing. But she apparently is the most followed person on that app too. Apparently gained like 2 million followers in one day on that app. I don't even think she advertised that she switched over either. So, you know, that's good for her. Oh, what's it called? There was this big rumor that Drake and Ariana Grande were going to collaborate on Drake's upcoming album, but one of the producers is like, this is not true or whatever. But for some reason, Ariana's fan base is still holding on for. I don't know. I just put that in there because it was a pretty big rumor and it got debunked, and yeah. Anyways, Kanye West, what's it called? Peed on his Grammy. On his grammar. Gray man. On his Grammy.
And people want this man to be president.
I don't know what kind of people.
The bar is lowered every day.
But why would you pee on a Grammy? Oh my gosh. I'm like, I don't want to give this man too much more attention, so just, I don't know. Why do we need to see a video of him peeing on a Grammy? It's the same energy as with Jamila, whatever her name is, sharing a picture of her pubes.
Wasn't it like she took a body shot or a mirror selfie?
Yeah.
And it's like hair like dangling under her dress, and she's like, yes, those are my pubes or something.
There's hair all over the floor and on her couch.
Oh.
Yeah, it was, I was like, why are you sharing? No. Alright, what's it called? Apparently Jim Carrey will play presidential candidate Joe Biden in the new season of SNL.
I'm gonna miss Woody Harrelson.
But, I don't know, I just saw that and I was like, oh, cool. Well, I like Jim Carrey. Oh, I just put a bunch of, another show was, what's it called? Stumptown was canceled in the wake of COVID-19. So a lot of shows were being canceled basically not because they didn't do well, it's because they don't want to continue filming it with their schedule or whatever. They want to wait for it.
Like, I can't.
Like,
what is it?
The society, I'm not okay with this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry and evil. So this is the 6th show that's not going to continue. I'm sure there's more, but it's like, I guess they have to keep on going, and if it can't get filmed, then they're like, I don't know. All I know is that that's a new thing where it's like, either usually shows just get canceled because someone doesn't want to do it, like the main character quits, and they're like, we can't do it without them, or it's bad ratings. But now you have there's a global pandemic that stopped this from becoming a thing. Oh, Ashley Tisdale announced that she's pregnant with her first child. All these celebrities are getting pregnant.
Everyone's getting pregnant.
It's crazy. And then, what's it called?
Corn babies.
Oh, Liz Gillies got married, which...
I don't know who that is.
The girl who plays Jade in Victorious. Remember not evil.
I'm not that familiar with Victorious.
You know Victorious? The mean girl in Victorious. In the friend group.
I think.
Well, she got... John just robbed himself of a childhood, and it pisses me off so much.
I didn't rob myself of a childhood. I watched Drake and Josh. I had a childhood.
Yes, but Victoria's was so good, and you said you enjoyed it too. Anyways.
Yeah,
But the only thing that's, like, I would say, like, congrats to her, but it's also kind of weird because the person she married apparently he was a producer on the show, and he is, well, like, there's like a 20-year age gap or something like that. And then he started dating, like, right off the show, which she was of age, but still there was kind of, people are like, is he kind of like grooming her?
Yeah.
But they've been dating for like 7 years, but still there's like I think it's like I don't know if it's exactly 20, but it's a decent, he's like early 40s, and she's late 20s.
Okay then.
But whatever. But also, like, I saw a picture of him and I said, she is one of the most beautiful women on this planet. And he is not one of the most beautiful men.
It looks like a thumb.
So I was like, what is going on here? But anyways, Rihanna is having another Savage X Fenty show, which I watched the first one. It was entertaining, so I'll watch the second one. But you know what? It would be really iconic if she announced that her new music is coming at the end of this event. But I doubt that's going to happen. I didn't even know this was the thing. You can go cover this. I saw that and I said, "Oop." Sorry, brother. Ooh.
Big Brother All Stars BB22 fans are calling for house guest Memphis Garrett to be removed from show after they heard him drop N-word about a black house guest. Memphis, along with Christmas Abbott, what kind of name is Chris? Okay, I love Christmas, but okay. Danny Briones and Nicole Franzel were previously under fire for mocking contestant Ian Terry over his autism. Wow.
Yeah, drama.
Yeah.
That's the second scandal this show has had. The first one was that someone was diagnosed with COVID. What are they? Yeah.
Who these people are? Maya Rudolph wins her first Emmy Award for Outstanding Character Voiceover Performance on Big Mouth. Sweet. I'm also like I'm hoping Joe Biden wins just because I know we're gonna get a lot of Maya Rudolph as Kamala Harris in Saturday Night Live. She did such a good job with that.
I'm just surprised that Maya Rudolph, it took her this long to get an Emmy.
I know, because she's been in the business for years. She's a great...
She should have got one for The Good Place, because that was really good,
too. Yeah, as the judge. She's a great comedian. Tatiana Maslany, I'm pronouncing that correctly, I hope, is confirmed to play the title role in the upcoming Disney Plus series She-Hulk.
I don't even know what she's been in, but I'll have to look it up and see.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, yeah, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died at the age of 87 last week. Man.
I don't want to say this because I feel like every single time someone says this, it gets worse, but 2020...
just sucks.
Sucks. I saw a viral tweet that was going around today that literally, it had all the holidays, like all the popular holidays. They're all on the best days this year. And of course, this year is the year that everything goes to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, it had like Halloween. I think it was Halloween. Was on a Friday. What's it called?
Saturday, actually.
Saturday. Oh, Christmas is on a Friday. So New Year's is on a Friday. This year was gonna be the year that everyone's gonna thrive.
This was a good year. Man. Zendaya wins Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for Euphoria. At 24, she's now the youngest winner ever in this category.
Why was there such an uproar about this?
I saw in the New York Post, they said that it was like a giant upset because she beat other people or whatever. And this dude, there's this like comment by this white dude who said, oh, she was just a token winner. She's going to have to think for the rest of her life, did I win this because I did a good job or because people have white guilt and wanted to give it to me because I'm black? Like, what? Really? Come on.
All I know is is the New York Post that posted that really weird article that was, everyone's like, oh, what was it? I don't know. It was something. All I know is one of the big publications worded their article very weird in the headline that kind of seemed racist, and I was just like, everyone was like going, boycott them, block them, so I did it. But I just like, I watched Euphoria like this last week, and it's so good. And I was just like, these other people in her category have been nominated countless other times. So like, why are you all? They have Emmys. Why are you mad? Y'all just. Because they're just racist. That's what it is. racism. Yeah.
Pretty much. The first trailer for WandaVision was released. This is going to be a weird show, but I'm really liking the I Love Lucy and Bewitched vibes I'm getting from the black and white portion of the show.
Have you seen the analysis of these trailers?
No.
There's a theory that each episode is going to be based off of a different era sitcom, which I'd be here for.
I'd be for that.
Like, people said, like, they saw, like, reference, so all the way from, like, the 50s to, so there's going to be, like, a Full House type episode, like that kind of sitcom in early 2000s and then 2010s, and then they'll jump into the, like, modern day action thing. And I was like, that'd be smart.
I've seen people theorize that this is all a figment of Wanda's imagination, like this. So this is, I think, after Endgame or whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of think because since she got snapped in Infinity War and then brought back in Endgame, she didn't really have time to process her grief. So I kind of think this is her going crazy and making all this stuff.
And everyone's saying it's gonna play into that whole House of M comic book thing where she creates realities
and the multiverse of madness, Doctor Strange 2.
And then Evan Peters is apparently a part of the cast, which is Quicksilver from the what's it called? The Fox X-Men series. So could be a connection.
Ellen DeGeneres kicked off season 18 of her show today with a virtual audience. This summer, there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show, and there was an investigation. I learned that things happened here that never should have happened.
And then like 2 days later, there was another thing where it was like another scandal popped out of. Yeah.
Ellen isn't having a great year.
I remember 2 years ago, everyone was up. I was like, "Oh my god, she's quitting." I was like, "What happened to that?" Did she They probably said, "Here, we'll give you this couple more million if you keep doing your show," and she was like, "Okay."
Seems like Ellen DeGeneres has become Ellen Degenerate.
But also I think we've all known for the last 10 years that Ellen probably isn't the nicest human. I don't know where this came from, where people thought she was the nicest human.
Yeah. Nominations for the 2020 BBMAs, Billboard Music Awards, taking place October 14th.
I just put that on there because it's backed up. So it's the time period. Usually it's well, first of all, I got delayed, of course, because they usually happen in May. But it was supposed to be, I don't know, they're just backed, they're really backed up because their eligible period of when they're taking songs, is basically 2019, and we're in 2020, and it's just weird. Mm-hmm. Really weird, because Old Town Road, Truth Hurts, and stuff from last summer basically is in these categories that they're awarding. I'm like, this is a whole year later. Why are you backing yourself up so far?
Was Old Town Road last summer? Man, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
2019. It was number one for 17 weeks.
Shoot. Only because it was memed. The November release of Black Widow has officially been postponed to May 7th, 2021. Why don't they just release this on Disney Plus? I know it's a big budget movie. Yeah. They got to make money back, but I mean,
I think Milan screwed the pooch. They thought they could get away with it with Milan, and they saw that it did not go over well. And people are still up in arms about the whole paying $30. And I was like, y'all are
That's about as much as you pay when you go to the movie theater and get a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, and I think it just plays in, it's all the haters playing it, all the Disney haters playing it. They just want more of our money. And I was like, shut up. You're dumb. Yeah, it's just I don't know, really. And they're like, well, we're going to wait 3 months, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I
think if Disney hadn't announced when they were going to be putting it on for free, I think it would have been...
It would have been fine. But besides the controversies, of course.
And it's also if half the users actually bought Mulan at the premium access price, it would have made around $900 million. So, It
also doesn't help that, what's it called? If it was available, I think it's still not available in a lot of countries.
Yeah,
too.
It was just Disney Plus was just made available in Sweden, I think a week ago.
Maybe it's a contract thing, but why did they not just launch it in all these, the whole 150 countries that always gets thrown around? That
I don't know, but I'm glad we got it first, because all these spoilers on the internet for the original shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel announces his music debut with new Kygo collaboration, Feels Like I Do, out tomorrow. For so long I have been promising to release music I hope to make you proud.
Apparently it's really bad. He sung it on what's it called, the Kelly Clarkson show.
I can't believe Vin Diesel?
I don't know. Someone come get their dad.
I hope he sung the Peter Panda dance.
I don't think I've ever heard Vin Diesel sing.
I mean, he kind of sings in The Pacifier. That's the song that he sings, Peter Panda dance, to put the baby to sleep. But he's not a singer as much as he does spoken word.
Is he like The Rock, where like people call him a singer and he's not really a singer either?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato and Max Eric have ended their engagement, People reports, after I think 2 months of being engaged or something.
Apparently. You want to know the tea behind this?
What?
That man has been celebrity chasing for years. And finally got himself a celebrity. And apparently Selena's fan base brought up all his weird, like, thirsty tweets after Selena. And it found its way to Demi, which Demi confronted him or something about it. This is all allegedly, of course. But, like, confronted him about it, and he, like, denied it. And then literally she pulled it up and said, like, this is literally your phone number attached to your account. And, like... And then, like, apparently, he posted something on a story. Apparently, he found out about the end of his engagement, not from Demi, but from tabloids. She, like, ouch. All I know is that, this is so bad of me, and, like, I feel like I'm gonna get canceled over this, but Ariana Grande had a horrible year with Pete Davidson and released Thank You Next. So, in my head, I said, thank you. Demi Lovato's Thank You Next is coming, and I can't wait.
Billie Lourd welcomes her first child with fiance Austin Rydell.
I didn't even know she was pregnant.
I didn't know she was pregnant either. When I saw her post on Instagram, I got confused. I was like, is that a friend's baby?
Yeah.
Is she an aunt? What? Do you know how much bragging power that kid is going to have?
Yeah.
He's the freaking grandchild of Carrie Fisher and the great-grandchild of Debbie Reynolds. That's peak Hollywood royalty right
It's just
there.
so sad you never got to meet
I know. Shoot. I honestly think Carrie Fisher would have made a kick-ass grandma.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about her. Downtown Disney unveils powerful mural tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I like that.
Yeah.
It's him doing Wakanda Forever with a little kid. He's got a Black Panther mask on. It's pretty cool. Tory Lanez is being criticized
Lanes.
Lanes. I'm a boomer when it comes to this stuff. Is being criticized for exploiting Megan Thee Stallion shooting to promote his new album. The rapper told fans on social media to tune in at 9 p.m. to hear him break his silence. However, rather than acknowledging the event, 9 p.m. marked the release of a new album.
This man released a 17-album track about how he basically shot Megan Thee Stallion, but also calls her a liar and all this stuff. And it's just it's basically a 17-track diss track, and speaking, ill will on Megan Thee Stallion, even though we all know that he shot her in the foot. And then he also, there's one song, he's mad at all the people, because basically when this whole thing broke out, he just released a bunch of collaborations with other artists, and a lot of them took their, his feature off their song, and he was very hurt by that. And so he's mad at them and all that, and he's basically just trying to profit off of hurting, Megan Thee Stallion. And I was like, this man. And I saw all these, he's apparently really short. I saw all these people, it's like, all you gotta do is stomp on this little man. It was like, wow.
How tall is he?
He's like 5'4" or something.
That's like Kevin Hart height right there. Yara Shahidi will play Tinkerbell in Disney's live-action Peter Pan movie, Deadline reports. Yep, I saw this, and I already saw all the comments about how Disney's getting political and whatnot.
And I was like...
It's a fictional character. Get over it.
And, like... Why? My only thing is, like, can we please move on from the Disney live-action movie? I'm over them. They're not... Mulan was good, but, like, it wasn't that good to where we needed...
They've been kind of going down in quality since maybe Aladdin.
I just think they should have, instead of recreating their classics, they should have found like a second, like a side character, and then done a live action, but done it like just like how they did Maleficent. Like if they did the villain's point of view of all these stories and did that live action, that'd be a whole different thing. I feel like that would be a smarter idea.
I feel like they completely neutered Maleficent in those films, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that too. I don't know. I just, for some reason, when I saw Maleficent, I said, we're going to get a, what's it called, Disney villain cinematic universe. That's what I want. When is that, the 101 Dalmatians movie supposed to come out?
I know, they showed, who was it? Emma Stone.
Stone, yeah.
Emma Stone as Cruella de Vil. She had like this punk rock look or whatever, but that was the last thing we heard, and that was, I think, either last summer or 2 years ago.
I think they got pushed back because I know the Jungle Cruise movie got pushed back to next summer, which I can't. There's a whole. I have to show you this video, but there's this whole video where like with them also doing a Haunted Mansion movie now. In some ways Jungle Cruise is the ride is connected to Haunted Mansion. Is that we're kind of. If Jungle Cruise does well, I think they're going to try doing a Disney parks. There's like a whole story behind half of these rides at these Disney parks. I think they're going to do a try for their own cinematic universe based off of these rides, which I hope Jungle Cruise does well because I really want to see it.
I'd like to see a Haunted Mansion movie. A different take on it, not one with,
comedy.
Yeah.
Apparently one of the writers on The Heat with like Melissa McCarthy and stuff is a writer on this Haunted Mansion movie.
The new one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which that kind of concerns me because it's also a comedy, so that kind of concerns. But
I
get if it can pull off the dark humor kind of. Not dark humor as offensive, not that kind of, like the dead jokes and stuff like that. That's what we mean. Anyways, but yeah, that's all we have for pop culture. I think we still spent too long on it, but
you had a bunch of stuff.
I was going through it.
Maybe we should do a limit on how much you should bookmark.
I just go through and think that what was the biggest, like, what's the big stories and stuff like that. Anyways, but
all right.
Hey, we did get feedback from your mother that she did learn stuff from the pop culture stuff. Oh. So it is.
Hey, we're your news source, fair and balanced.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But, so, you want to go into the topic, or should we take a break and then come back?
I kind of want to get a drink of water real quick.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break, and then we'll be right back with the topic, and then our suggestions for what we're going to do next.
Yay. Okay. And we're back.
Oh.
Well,
as y'all know, the topic is which holiday is the best, or which holiday is better. And okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think we all can agree that Halloween and Christmas are the best holidays.
Yeah.
Like, all the other ones do not compare to Halloween and Christmas. The other ones you don't really like decorate. Like 4th of July you can decorate for it, but it's the same decorations for like 3 other holidays. You know what I mean? Like Labor Day and Memorial Day, you can use the same decorations. But Halloween and Christmas have its own distinctness to it. And I know there's probably someone out there, it's like, what about Thanksgiving? What about it? You literally just take the spookiness out of Halloween decorations, and that's your Thanksgiving decoration.
Pretty much.
And also what Thanksgiving is based off of, don't even get me started, but like the only redeeming quality of Thanksgiving is the food. Which...
Well, and also you're giving thanks for all the stuff that you have, and then going out a few hours later to go,
go buy stuff for Christmas. Buy stuff. And I just feel like, you know what I like to call Thanksgiving? Christmas Junior. That's what I like to call it.
Pretty much. It's getting you ready.
It's just, it's getting you ready. It's your practice phase for Christmas, basically. And yeah, I mean, I like having the 2 days off. Not gonna lie, but like, still, I just like, I don't know. I feel like, also, I believe America's like one of the only countries that like prioritizes this holiday.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be when the Pilgrims came and shared food with the Indians, and it got messy after that.
But like, I mean, just like every other country, like they'll celebrate it, but it's not as big of a thing as
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Well, Canada has their own.
Oh. I don't think it takes place on the same day, though.
No, it doesn't. But there's, like, other countries has their own version of Thanksgiving, but they don't, like, do as much as we do. Like, in other places, like, yeah, they'll eat food, but, like, here it's weird that we, like, it's because Americans are fat, but, like, we, like, pride ourselves on how much you could eat on Thanksgiving. It's really weird.
Anyway.
But I'm just saying, but I think everyone's gonna be like, wow, Matthew really hates Thanksgiving. Like, wow.
No food for you.
But, I think I've only met one person who ever said Thanksgiving is their favorite holiday, and it's only because of the food. And I was like, okay. But me and John, I mean, I love both holidays. So I think what we're going to argue here is which is the best holiday, Christmas or Halloween, which I love both. So I just love both. So, like, I can't really be like, I'm not that offended if someone's like, I don't like, as long as they say Halloween and Christmas is in their top 2 favorite holidays, then, like, we're chill or whatever. But I don't really understand the whole, like, hatred around Halloween, to be honest. Only thing I understand is the recklessness of Halloween. Like, teenagers destroying property. I don't get behind that about Halloween. That's not cool. But, like...
Do you still want a timer for this, or no?
No, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
But, like... I don't know, I don't get... Because you always hear all the, like, very, like, religious people, like, it's the devil's holiday and stuff like that. And I was like, I think you're giving too much energy to that. Like, I know what's, like, the Hallows Eve or whatever, and that All Hallows and whatever, but, like, it's just a nice holiday where it's kind of like an anti-holiday in a way, where, like, all the other holidays are happy and all that. This one is scary. You're supposed to be scared and all that, and it's I think if you're more of an adrenaline person, what is the word, adrenaline junkie? Yeah. If you're more of that, I think you like Halloween a little bit better, just because you like the thrill of it compared to Christmas. It's just 2 different holidays, you know. Like, I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. I literally, because, like, I'm surprised I do like Christmas though, because my birthday is right next to Christmas. And I know there's some people who hate Christmas because of that, because their birthday kind of gets overshadowed by Christmas. But, like, the nice thing about let's talk about me for a minute.
Yeah, I know, it has been about a whole 5 minutes since we last talked about you.
Yeah, I know. But it just, like, to me, like, you go through, I mean, I start celebrating, Christmas November 1st. I'm like, it's Christmas time. I don't care. I hate those people that are like, no, it's December 1st. Those people are not fun. If you have someone in your life who is like that, get rid of them. They're not fun to be around.
That's how I feel when I start listening to Christmas music in June.
Okay, but June is different. That is 6 months.
I know.
To me, I think it's just like you have a higher tolerance for music, like the same music than I do. I think that's what it is. Because Christmas music, it is fun and it's nice to listen to.
But it's the same.
But it's the same stuff, and you like, to me, I just have to space it out. I can't listen to Christmas music. Like, I can listen to it like a couple months, like a good decent amount of months out and enjoy it, but I have to tell myself at a certain point you got to stop listening to it, because you're gonna get tired by this when Christmas comes around. And like, because we all get, like, we're all into Christmas music for like the first probably 6 weeks maybe. Then after that you're kind of like, okay, I'm kind of over this Christmas music. Like, the second Christmas is over, you're like, I'm over Christmas music. Like, I still want 2 more. I don't know. But, like, are you sad whenever the Christmas music is taken off?
Not only that, but I'm sad when Christmas comes. I don't know if there's, like, I don't know if it's, like, a post-holiday depression or whatever, if that even exists. But it's, like, this last Christmas, the day after, I just felt sad, kind of. Just, it's amazing, because it feels like every year Christmas comes earlier. Like, Hobby Lobby literally has a giant Christmas section already. People, stores start, putting out ornaments and trees and whatnot, like early October, late October. But it's so funny how it immediately just comes to an end like that the day after.
You know what's really weird? I think it's just Californian, like, speaking. Oh my god, what the hell is going on?
California speaking.
But like, because California is really weird that it's like really weird because we don't get cold weather until like, or even fall weather until right up against Halloween. So technically our fall, I mean, there's the universal time from when fall is, but like that does not apply to California because our seasons are it's long summer, very short fall and spring, and a decent sized winter.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly summer year round. So you're kind of like, I just think it's so weird because like our coldness, and I don't think we really get we probably get the full on like first winter week like right at Christmas, and then we ride that winter train for like a couple of months. But it's like our brains are already conditioned to like after Christmas you're kind of like, I'm ready for spring, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Or that's how society kind of treats it. But it's like, no, we're over here like literally California is like its coldest months is what, January and February or something like that is our coldest months, and they're already getting ready for spring. And it's just, I think it's just a mind, your mind just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I feel like if we were in like Wyoming or somewhere where it snows, where it starts snowing in November,
something like that,
stuff like that, we would actually feel like, I don't know. So moral of the story is Californian weather robs us of having a fun anything that's not summer.
Okay, but which holiday is better and why?
Okay, I will give, what's it called, I'm trying to, because I'm like, I can't just full on say that Halloween is better than Christmas. I can't just full on say it because like it doesn't have, Christmas has some type of pizzazz to it that Halloween does not have. But I think it's also, I think what makes Christmas music just that much, I guess, just more grand in the scheme of things, because it's your actual, I think, because you have multiple elements going on with Christmas. You have, what's it called, you're getting presents, you get to see family, you what's it called, it has music and stuff like that. It has, I'm trying to think what else, the elements. For Halloween, it's kind of just, it's atmospheric. Yeah. And you get to dress up, but you're not seeing your family typically on Halloween. You don't have that other holiday thing that some of these other, like Easter and 4th of July maybe, and Christmas and Thanksgiving has, where you're supposed to meet up with your family and stuff like that. But like, I just think Halloween is so underrated that it also gives it a boost, because like you can do so much with Halloween. Like, I don't know, I just feel like we've reached the surface of like, I don't know, I just think you can do some, we still have a long way to go with Halloween. You know what I mean? That you could
do? Like,
because like we don't have that much Halloween music, so there's room for Halloween music. Classic Halloween songs, because if you really think of a classic Halloween song, it's like Thriller and Monster Mash, and maybe something from, that's like the two that you can really like pull out of a hat and be like, that's a classic Halloween song. And then everything else is kind of just like villain music and horror soundtracks. But like, that's, I don't know, I just feel like there's so much we can still do, because I think we're still getting over the stigma of Halloween. It's not all about the devil and stuff like that. Where like Christmas has programmed into our, maybe that's what it is that a majority of religions come together and celebrate some of these holidays over other holidays, or it's just like, because Christmas is universal, it's a universal holiday.
Pretty much.
Where Halloween is kind of universal, but there's still a lot of countries that don't celebrate it at all. Yeah. So that could be it too. But like, I don't know, just Halloween is just something about Halloween that I love. That I liked as a kid, it's just because you're getting candy. But like, as you like get older, I think that's when you either grow more into Halloween or you grow completely out of Halloween and you despise it. Because you don't like being scared, or you don't like dressing up, which I hate that about
That's the fun part about Halloween.
Yeah, that's the fun, and you get to be someone else, and you get to do like, if you really commit to it. I don't like the dress up. why? Like, you like being yourself.
That's the point of Halloween.
I'm like, they must love themselves a lot if they want to be themselves every single day of the year. But, okay. Could not relate. But, I don't know. But, like, what's your favorite thing about Christmas? Is it Christmas music or is it the presents? Or
it's just the general mood of Christmas. Like, I don't know. Everything, like, just the atmosphere, the colder weather, the crisp air. People seem to actually like each other for a bit. Yeah. Like, it feels like the world kind of calms down around that time. I hate you, but it's Christmas, so I love you. Something
and also
like
you have
that.
New Year's right after, so it feels like a reset.
Yeah. But in the case of this year, it's not going to really be a reset. It's going to be more like December 32nd or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel Christmas is just... I like it. I think it's also just... Maybe that's another reason why I like Halloween so much, is it's a holiday that's not that... I mean, it's still close to my birthday, but it's not close enough to where I don't feel like it's, like...
Overshadowing?
Overshadowing. That's probably another reason why you like Christmas, too, is it's the same thing for you. I mean, Halloween is also far away from your birthday, too, but...
Yeah. But... presents.
Yeah. Yeah, presents are nice.
They are.
Yeah, that's the best. I think that's the best part for me, is the present.
The Christmas presents.
Because, like, that's just... I don't know, that's just, like... I don't even know what it is about it. Maybe it's just not selfish, but, first world... What am I trying... Shallow.
Are you admitting you're shallow?
No, I'm just saying that, like, the shallowness of it probably is, like, you can see who loves you with giving you presents or whatever.
Well, you are a shallow person.
But, like, you have never gotten a present, you're just like, wow, this person really knows me. And it's kind of...
From my parents.
Yeah, or from, like, other people, or it's just,
or from
like...
you guys.
Or, like, you get a present, and you're just like, wow, like, it's not a gift card, it's they actually thought of me, and they're like, oh, this would be something nice, and stuff like that. Like, that's something that's, like... It's just that little feeling, I think that's what people like, and, like... That's the one thing I'm also... You gotta keep in mind of... Is you always gotta keep in mind of the people who don't have that. And try to share the Christmas love. Do you like all those Hallmark movies, John?
No, I don't watch those. I feel like they have... Ironically, while I can listen to Christmas music a lot, again on repeat, I can't watch Hallmark movies because I feel like they're all the same.
Did you see they're having their first gay one?
Yeah, I saw that. A lot of people were upset, but yeah, I saw that.
Middle America, get over it. But, what's it called? But, like, also, let's talk about Halloween, because that is the holiday that is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I think just Halloween is just... I don't know, I just like the whole, like... I mean, it's the fall aspect of it, where, like, the leaves are changing... It's getting colder. If you're in other places, then that's not California, because, you know, it doesn't really get colder until, like, the week before. But anyways.
It's supposed to be, like, in the upper and lower 90s for the next 10 days.
God.
Disgusting.
It's, like, going to be October 1st on, Thursday?
Yeah.
And it's going to be 90.
Yeah. I hate California weather so much.
And people say the global warming is not a thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's still a different topic. But I love Halloween too, because you can dress up, especially
and not get weird stares.
What?
And not get weird stares.
Yeah, and it's just like it's just such a like. Maybe it's a whole like childhood thing too. Is that you just remember as a child dressing up and you're like, oh, this is so fun, and hanging out with friends where you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think Halloween is like I just like the spookiness. If you like horror or you like creepy things, then it's your time to thrive. Like that's your like
scary movies are on TV and stuff. Michael Myers stalking you outside your window.
It's just I love Halloween, and like I feel that's probably my reasoning why I would want to say Halloween is one of the best holidays. It's just it's kind of underrated in the sense of you can do so much with it. Where like other holidays, you can't really do that much with. You know what holiday I think, besides Thanksgiving, that I don't really care for? Easter. It's like, but
there's the you're celebrating the resurrection of Jesus.
Okay, but in the general sense, the people who aren't religious, you're literally just... It's basically the less scary version of Halloween, because you're just... It's
you get
candy.
A bunch of, it's almost like Halloween and Christmas put together. Because for the Halloween aspect, you get the candy. Mm-hmm. For Christmas, you get like these tiny, little presents or whatever. Occasionally, like, I don't know, a shirt or something like that.
There's always like an Easter shirt, and you're like, when am I ever gonna wear this?
Yeah.
That's another thing too. That's the one thing that's kind of sucks about like holiday like shirts and stuff like that. Is you only have one time a year you can wear it.
Well, at least with Christmas, you get like 25 days to wear something, Christmassy, where with Halloween, you only get like kind of like one day.
No, you can wear Halloween stuff. I say you can. In my head, if someone come up to me and they're like, you can like give me a hard time about wearing something that's related to a holiday. If we are in my opinion, if you're in depending what holiday it is, of course. But if you're like, if it's Halloween or Christmas, if you're in a 60-day like time period, like if you're 60 days out from it, then 60 days out to you know what I mean, to the holiday and a little bit after the holiday, I say you can wear it. Yeah. My dad laughing in the background. But like, if it's cold November 1st, I'm wearing my Christmas and Chill crew neck. You better believe it. I don't really have Halloween shirts.
I could wear my taco shirt. I have a Christmas taco sweatshirt that I bought a couple years back. I think last year actually. Yeah, I like it. It's so nice.
But like, I don't know why people. And then I also don't hate like. Do you understand the whole hatred of Christmas? Like, I understand some people might be, because there's some people that are like despise it, like they don't love Christmas, and I was like, what is the reason? I mean, maybe they don't have a good Christmas when they're little, and that's a whole different thing. But like the people who just despise it for no reason, it's like.
How can you not like it?
It's like, what? Do you not have joy in your life?
Yeah.
Do you not love yourself?
Do you not love your family?
I mean, some people.
Well, yeah.
Understandably, it's okay if you don't love your family.
In your case, I remember you saying about your mom and dad that... No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Call me out.
Have a heart attack. Oh, God.
But, like, I just don't understand, like, the people who are just, like, they hear one, like, note of a Christmas song and they're like, ugh.
My mom.
She likes Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a Christmas movie.
If I try playing Christmas music in the car on our way home after I pick her up from work, turn that off right now. You're listening to Christmas music. I even shared a post on Facebook that was like, what's his name from Elf? The
Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy the Elf. And it was saying like, guess what? There's only, I think at the time it was. I forgot how many days there were, but it said like there are this many days away from Christmas, and she like commented on it and said, "You're sick." So it's like you got people that don't like Christmas stuff getting.
Well, maybe it's the whole retail thing, because that's the big thing. People are like, "Well, if you never worked retail during the holidays,"
yeah, which hilariously I worked retail during the holidays back in 2016.
I don't know, but like maybe some people, I don't know. But, like, I think you have to find... they're selective about their hatred when it comes to certain holidays. Unless it's Halloween. Then Halloween is usually just religious people being like, you're celebrating the devil. Shut up.
Witch.
Shut up, Mary.
Burner's a witch.
I just, like... I don't get the hatred around Halloween at all. I don't. I really don't.
I mean, I don't see that much hatred around Halloween anymore.
Then you're not in the same circle as I am, because there's so many people. I don't understand. I don't like to dress up. We got a couple friends that are like that, and I was like, why? It's like, do you like being just tall and annoying and just...
Are you talking about Madeline?
No.
Okay.
Madeline likes to dress up.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it's just...
Wow. Generalizing. I'm talking about Noah.
She's tall.
Noah doesn't like dressing up.
Noah doesn't like doing anything.
He was a baseball player one year. I was like, oh, how creative.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, Emma was a basketball player one year, and I was like, wow, stepping outside your box.
We're making fun of our friends on a podcast.
They don't listen to it, so whatever.
Traitors.
But like, I love Halloween. I think in the last you didn't get to dress up last year, which I'm still mad for you about that. I don't know why. But like, that's the one thing about this year is that you're not working this year, so you can actually dress up and enjoy it.
Hardly.
Would you come over?
Can't really enjoy it because it's not exactly happening.
Okay, but not trunk or treat, but like, arguably trunk or treat's kind of overrated. Oh my god, don't come for me, dude. It is!
Cancelled.
My best Halloween in the last couple of years, you want to know what it was? Was when I was at Disneyland with my mom in the hotel. If I can have fun with my mom on Halloween in a hotel watching, I think it was Sleepy Hollow or whatever, and eating our Halloween candy, if that speaks volumes. If that's more fun than me walking around a sweaty church building.
I mean, yeah. I get why they moved it inside, but I kind of missed it being outside. I think that's what made it fun. Yeah. Especially with all the games.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just not as good as it used to be. And it's just, I get it, like, the whole monitoring it, because you got crazy people here where we live. Crazy people. The people on here who...
We live in Modesto.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, I love, I want to go to a Halloween party so bad. I just think, like, I know it's not going to be like what they are in, movies and stuff like that. But still, I just want to, like, go to a traditional Halloween party. Like, I think that would just be... I just like the dressing up, too, because you get to be creative with your costumes.
Yeah.
I don't like all the, like, little... Like, I'm Cat. You're literally they just wear, like, a black shirt and they, like, scribble something on their nose. Like, no.
I'm a cat.
You're just an idiot wearing something on your nose and wearing black. Just kidding.
Looking like a clown.
I've never been... I think the most... remember one year I was 2 different things for Halloween? I was Max Goof and I was Stitch.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't make up my mind.
Yeah.
So I decided, hey, I'm going to do both.
Yeah, I remember that.
And everyone was like... this I'm never just going to be talking about Halloween. It's not even like a...
It's not even fair and balanced.
And not even if... I mean, we talked about Christmas for a minute. So, it's fine. But, like... I just remember... I was Ursula, 2 years ago?
Yeah, and somebody thought you were a spider.
Oh my gosh, I was like, oh my god, there's no hope for this town. I literally, when he said, oh, you like a spider? In my head, my brain, like, I'm going through the things of, like, I wanted to be like, what?
Are you a clown?
And I'm just like, I get it. Okay, my costume could have been better. I'm just going to say that now. It could have been better. But still, I thought it was pretty obvious. But then again, I realized that people are here in the Central Valley have no good taste in anything. So, the only redeeming parts about California is Southern California and the Bay Area. And maybe Eureka and that up there because it's cool. Mm-hmm. And they got cool buildings up there. But anyways, the other areas, no. That's a whole different discussion about California. But I still love California. Still the best state in the United States at the end of the day.
Yeah, okay.
I watched the Texans come out, and they're like, now it's Texas. Sure about that? My parents were in the other room like, what? You disrespected Texas?
It makes me think of Sandy from SpongeBob. Yeah. What did you just say?
That's my parents' favorite episode of SpongeBob, just because she's defending Texas. What's that one line where they're like, they call Texas is stupid? What do they say? It's something along of like Texans are stupid or something.
Like SpongeBob puts himself in the shape of Texas, and he's like, Patrick, what am I? He's like, stupid? He's like, no, Texas. And he's like, what's the difference?
I have a feeling they had somebody on their team or something that they were just poking, like, fun at, or like they quit or something. And I just
I want to rewatch that episode now.
But yeah, I think that's a good place to end. Oh, we gotta pick out what we're gonna watch and listen to next. I already have my album.
I thought we weren't gonna do that anymore.
I thought we were going to
So you said you were gonna.
Are you going to listen to new music every single week, or should I still keep assigning stuff? Because I know we both keep watching new... Well, I know I'll keep watching new stuff. I don't know about you. But...
Yeah, we probably should keep assigning each other.
Yeah, okay.
What do you have?
Well, I'm going to do Kesha's first album, which is called Animal, but I'm adding Cannibal in there with it. Because it's like an extension. It's basically, you know how like the Fame Monster?
Uh-huh.
It's like that. So look up Animal plus Cannibal. And that's what we're going to be listening to next. It's a really good album. And it's just early Kesha. And early Kesha is really good. It's just a bunch of carefree music. It's a nice album to dance to and just have fun.
The Cannibal Expanded Edition?
Does it have all the... Let me look. No. But what are you going to suggest?
Animal Expanded Edition? Oh, look, TikTok.
It should...
She predicted TikTok.
Here, I'll find it. You pick out a movie.
I didn't have a movie to pick.
Or a TV show. You want to watch, what's it called? Ratched or whatever?
Oh, yeah, we could do Ratchet.
Yeah, Ratched. Let's do that.
All right, Ratchet.
All right. Well, if you want to follow us on our social media, the podcast is Bickering Pod on Instagram, and it's Bickering Podcast on Facebook. If you want to send us a voice message, because I want to use that feature. It looks so cool. I saw other people use that on their podcast, and it looks really cool. So please send us a voice message. Please, please, please. You go to anchor.fm/bickering. You click add a voice message, and you can send us one. Please send us one. Our social medias mine is Matthew Gray, spelled MATHYOUGREY, on Instagram and Twitter. My Snapchat is MG1499. What's yours, John? Oh my god, your phone turned off. I'll just find it after.
You have to, it's at Rustle, like Rustle Your Jimmies, RUSTLE, _ John on Twitter, and it's John _ Russell on Instagram too. Yeah, okay, yeah. Follow me, I guess. I don't post that much on Instagram, and I don't do much
Maybe
on
you
Twitter.
should change that.
Well, the more you nag me to do it, the less inclined I feel to do it.
Okay. Well, your followers are just so thirsty for your content, John.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Why aren't they?
Because I'm ugly.
Maybe you should fix that.
I'm ugly. What?
not you being ugly part. The other part. Yeah. Be like me and try post at least once a month.
Oh God.
You
okay.
It's not. It forces you to be creative, John.
I don't want to be creative.
Wow, you just want to. But you gotta be creative when you're a history teacher.
I guess.
Yeah.
Not with photos.
Yeah, but you still gotta work that creative part of your brain to come up with ways for your kids to be interested in history. Because Lord knows, if I had someone like you as a history teacher, I would have paid attention to history.
Shut.
Watch all these history teachers gonna be like, he didn't like my history. Like they're gonna come after me.
What you didn't like about
Mr. Never mind. All right. Well, thank you for listening, and we'll see you guys.
Still really long.
In
Sorry.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's underneath 2 hours.
It's not gonna be. It might be.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.